Today on CCX News, session staredown. The 2025 legislative session begins on January 14th, but there's a strong possibility that DFL lawmakers in the House won't be there. Thanks for joining us. The no-show scenario was proposed by House DFL leader Melissa Hortman of Brooklyn Park earlier this week. The move would deprive Republicans of a quorum needed to pass bills, but at least one local lawmaker was cautiously optimistic that leaders from both parties will be able to resolve their differences.
My expectation is I'll be coming into session next week. We do have this out there as a possibility in the event the GOP continues to refuse to negotiate, but my hope and expectation is that we'll be there next week.
Republicans currently have a 67-66 lead in the House, but that's expected to change when a special election in the Roseville area takes place on January 28th, a seat likely to go DFL. Until that happens, Freiberg says the Republicans should not be able to set terms for the whole session during the two-week window when they have a one-seat majority. Political expert David Schultz says both parties are playing a game of winner-take-all politics.
And that's really not a viable strategy at this point, because by the time the session ends, unless something completely surprises us, it's going to be 67-67. By the time the session ends, they're going to have to pass a budget. They're going to have 68 votes to pass legislation. At some point, the two parties have to figure out how to work together with one another. And all of this is suggesting that right now, the two parties cannot work together with one another.
Representative Freiberg says a power-sharing agreement could take the form of having co-committee chairs and co-speakers for the upcoming session.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.